Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part of this video where I will be sharing with you how to cut and sew this calico pocket with the back pocket. If this sounds like something you're interested to watch, keep on watching. By the way, check out the first tutorial on how to achieve this beautiful pants with a side pocket and join us now to make a calico pocket for this same pants. Okay, I have a piece cut out already. The how wide I want it to be is 11 inch. You can decide to make it 12, 13. Just know that if you make it 13, it will be really very big. It will be very big for 13 inch. Okay, the length of it is 9 inch. Okay, the length of this piece is 9 inch. As you can see, I fold this piece into two to have the center point. So from this center point, I'm marking 2 inch away on both sides. I did this for both the upside and also the downside. Now, I'm picking that 2 inch to meet up with the center point. I'm also repeating it on both sides. I pick the 2 inch to meet the center point and I pin it down. After pinning it down, I'm going to iron it out. Go ahead and repeat the same process on the second pocket. You are making two pockets, okay? Repeat the same process on the second pocket like this, the same measurement. So when I'm done with that, look at it, it's ready. To pipe the edges of this our pocket, you have to make sure that you use a piece of fabric 2 inch as the length. Measure round and cut out what will take it round. So for now, I have a Ankara here. It's 2 inches. If you fold it, you have 1 inch. It's 2 inch. So I'm going to place it on this plain material that is also 2 inch and stitch it down by half an inch. After stitching it down, that is what I will use to pipe the edge of my calico pocket. Okay. For the back pocket, the size depends on what you want. I've gone ahead to fold in all the 4 inch, but at the top I double the fold. I fold half-inch and further fold it half-inch at the top, since the top part of it will serve as the pocket opening. Okay, these are the measurements for the pocket. You can see what I'm doing. These are the measurements, so you can, the size of the pocket actually depends on what you want. You can make it smaller or bigger. It all depends on what you want. Okay, for the bigger pocket, I'm going to take it to the machine and stitch the side where we pin it down. Okay, after stitching it, this is what we have. The next thing is to pipe the sides. Okay, I'm on top of machine right now, stitching it through, and once I get to the center in, almost the end, I notch it. Notch only the top piece. Okay, I notch this Ankara piece that I'm using to turn. Okay, and I continue sewing. Once I get to the side that I'm going to flip it upward, I notch it. Once I'm done with that, I cut out the excess. Guys, look at what we have. It's looking beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same process on the second pocket. Stitch to the end. Once you almost get to the end, like half inch to the end, you notch it. Okay, you notch it, and it will help you to flip it and continue stitching. Once you get to almost half inch to the end, you notch it, flip it and continue stitching. By so doing, you have piped the edge of your pocket and also create a design for this pocket. After stitching it up like so, I open it up like this, and this is what we have. It's looking very beautiful. Okay, so cut out the excess. This is what we have. Very, very beautiful. The next thing I'm going to do is to top stitch on those joining. Top stitch on those joining that we have. For this very one, I've already go ahead and top stitch it. Okay, this is what we have. It's looking beautiful. So I will illustrate with one. So I'm now top stitching on those joining that we have, the Ankara joining to the plain material and the Ankara joining to another plain material or the pockets area. I'm top stitching on these two joining. Okay, I'm now stitching the top part of my pocket by folding it half inch and also further fold it by half inch. So at the top of my pocket, I fold it twice so that it will conceal all the rough edge of this material. I repeat it on both pockets. When this is done, I'm going to take it to the ironing table, use aiming gum to iron this plain material. This area that I have plain material, I will iron it down, fold it and iron it down like so. Fold it by half an inch and iron it down. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to start stitching. Like I said in my previous video, I did not have intention of attaching a pocket to this pant apart from the side pocket. Okay, in case you want to, and I also explained that in case you want to attach a kaiko pocket, you don't need to close the bottom of your pants, which I've loosened it, as you can see. Now moving on to the small pocket of it. Folding the top of the pocket half inch and further fold it by half inch, because this part will serve as the pocket opening, while every other part is folded once. With the help of aiming gum, I fold it down just once. Okay, after stitching it down, I'm going to attach it to the pants. You can decide to measure it. In my case, I measure it because I want every things to be accurate. I want the measurement to be accurate. At the top, I come down with 6 inch. At the side, I measure 2.5. At the side, I measure 2.5, and at the top, I come down by 6 inch. Okay, I will be stitching it down. So the two pockets are now ready. Moving on to the kaiko pockets, this is what we have. I've already folded in the ½ inch with the help of aiming gum. I've been able to fold it down. Now, I still want to measure to have the accurate measurement. Okay, so from the face pocket, you can go down by 2.5 inch or 2 inch. Okay, depending on how you want it to be. And make sure that the center of your pocket align with the center of the pants, the joining at the side of this pants. That is what I did. Make sure that the center of your pocket, you can fold this pocket into two and mark the center. Okay, make sure that the center of your pocket align with the side seam of this pants, because this pocket is at the side. Fold in the edges like this and trace out the shape. That is exactly what I'm doing. Fold in the edges of the pocket like this and trace out the shape of this pocket, which is exactly what I'm doing. Once I'm done with that, I'm still going to pin it down so that it will not shift when I'm sewing. It's very important. Pin it down so that it will not shift. After pinning it down, I'm going to open up. Make sure that you open up your pocket in the way that everywhere is flat. Everything is flat. So open it up. Make sure that the other side does not come in contact with what you are sewing. Open it up and start sewing. Sew from the top down to the bottom, and from the bottom up to the top. Okay, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to repeat the same process on my second pocket. So guys, I've gone ahead to attach my second pocket, as you can see. The last thing I'm going to do here is to work on the pocket cover. In order to know the amount of the pocket cover, measure the wideness of your pocket and add 1.5 inch to that measurement. Okay, this material is unfolded. I have about 5 inch, and the length of it depends on how wide my pocket is. So I'm going to take it to my machine and stitch the 2 edge like so. After stitching it, notch it and flip it to the right side. After notching it, make sure that you iron it out. Make sure that you iron it out. Okay, after iron it out, fold in ½ inch at this opening. Fold in ½ inch and iron in ½ inch flat, so that the rough edge will not show when you done stitching it down. So moving on to attaching the pocket, at my pants area, I've marked ½ inch away from my pocket, and I place my pocket cover. This part I'm chalking out is where I'm going to stitch. So guys, after stitching it out, this is what we have. It's looking very beautiful. See you all in my next video. Bye.